Good morning, guys. Hope you guys are doing wonderfully this morning. It is beautiful outside. It is Sunday, and today is the first Sunday of the year. I'm wishing you guys all happy New Year. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas and a New Year, and your New Year is going good. Today, I want to talk about the importance of waiting on God. We live in a culture now where we want everything fast. We want to get the husband fast. We want the answer fast. We want whatever God is calling us to, whether it's calling us to be, to teach, to preach. We want it fast. We just want it fast. But we don't understand the importance of waiting. Waiting help us to mature in the gift that God has called us to. That is why many of us we are being exposed way before the time. And that can cause a lot of misunderstanding, confusion, depression, mishap, missteps because we did not mature the gift, we did not wait. This is evident in David's life. David was ordained to be a king. He was anointed to be a king. But God had to put David through some things for him to mature enough to be able to rule his people Israel. God has great dreams for some of you here. God has great dreams for all of us. But in order for that dream, for us to live the longevity and prosper in that dream, we must wait. But being that we live in a culture that does not promote waiting, we want everything fast. That is why there are a lot of people, especially when it comes to social media, we are being exposed too soon. We don't know how to seek the face of God. We don't know how to stay in the secret place for God to mold us, to make us humble. And then we rush. And then at the same time, that very dream that was supposed to redeem people, that was supposed to make room for us, it ended up crippling us. It ended up causing us depression. It ended up making us despising the very thing that God has called us to. When God gave you a word or he gave you a dream and say, I need you. This is what I need from you. The first thing to do is to ask God for the understanding of that word, especially when you are confused and you don't understand, because there are things that God will say that will need a lot of understanding. Sometimes God will speak a word, it has a lot of layer to it. And the reason is because he wants to grow you in a certain area. Many times we are called to greater things, but because we are not patient, we don't want to wait on God. We rush, and then we realize that, oh no, this is too much. Because there are some things that is in you. Even though God has called you to that purpose, he has called you to that goal, he has called you to be that preacher, that teacher, that entrepreneur, even though he has called you to it. But you must first submit the gifts to him. You must first wait, because there are some things that he wants to take out of you. Like personally in my own life, since for as long as I've known, people have prophesied and said you are going to do God's work. God called you for this. God said this. It's been years before I see myself in from here, in front of the camera, talking to you today. God had to keep me. He had to cover me. He had to keep me because there were things in me. He had to take care of the rejection. He had to take care of the anger. He had to take care of the disappointment, the disloyalty. He had to take care of the lies. He had to take care of a whole lot of things, because if God had not taken care of that and exposed me too early, I was going to be preaching from that place. He allowed those things to happen so that I am able to walk people through that, but not to affect them. Let me explain what I mean. Many times we are coming from a place of brokenness and rejection and pain, but yet and still we don't take care of these issues with God. We don't allow God to heal these areas so that it can be used for the betterment of the kingdom. Instead, we rush because of fame and people and pride, and we go ahead instead of trying to help people, we end up hurting people. And at the end of the day, ourselves end up hurt. That is why it's important to wait on God. When you wait on God, God's timing is the best. I tell you. You may think as if though everyone is running forward. This person has a lot of following. This person is moving forward. Look at this person ministry. Look at this person is moving in their marriage. Look at this person is this and is that. But when you wait on God's timing, and he gets you to that place, and he may chose you, and he get you to the place where he need you to be, you will say thank you, because you know what? You will be able to, whatever he placed you in that season, you will be able to withstand whatever that comes. Whether it be a temptation or whatever that comes, you'll be able to withstand it. It's not, we all have separate paths. The Bible said there is a season and a time to everything. It may not just be your season at this time, but God knows what he's doing. He knows that there are some things that you still need to take care of. Or he knows he wants to instill patience in you before he bring the right man, before he bring the right woman, before he put you in the right place. David had to fight a lot of battles. And when you're reading it in the scripture, you may think like, whoa, David had to go through all these things. But God was preparing him because he knew what was ahead of him. Had David not fought those battles, he wouldn't have been able to lead Israel right. So it seemed to you, if you do not go through what God needs to put you through, what God needs to allow in your life and bring you to the place of humility and bring you to the place of patience and waiting on him, when you go before men, you will be easily persuaded by them. You will be easily fooled by them. But God is protecting you. That's why he's covering you. That's why he has not exposed you yet. Do not get frustrated. I see many people are frustrated. God, when? God, how? God, when? But I tell you, patience is a virtue. And God knows why he's keeping you. Be patient. Wait on him. He has a good plan and a purpose for you. And the same goes to me. You know, God has been teaching me the importance of waiting and being patient for my own benefit. Because when God trains you behind the scene and teach you what you need to know and show you how to endure pain, how to endure disloyalty, how to endure setback, how to endure things that you are going to face in your career, things you are going to face in your calling, when I don't care, when the camera is on you and those things come, you know how to battle them. You know how to fight. God had to keep David taking care of the sheep so that he knew how to fight Goliath. If David had not been practicing with the sheep, you wouldn't have been able to fight Goliath. So wait, my friend. Be patient. God's timing is the best. He knows his plan and his purpose for you. They are good and not evil. This new year, trust God. Be humble. Ask God what it is he needs to take from in you to bring you to that place of maturity. You don't want to get exposed too soon. It might break you. Because trust me, with fame and publicity and everybody into your business, it's very dangerous if you don't know how to handle it. God love you, and I love you too. Hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday, and you be blessed. God bless you. Bye-bye.